everybody, and welcome back to the Ghostiie channel. So first of all, happy holidays, everyone. I hope you all had a great day, however you celebrated it. I did have a great Christmas day. I'm really sorry I couldn't post anything yesterday. I was with my family. But today we are going to be doing a sort of a different video, and this is going to be on the myth JugglyJinks. So this was suggested by Siktins. I can't say the name. Siktins? I'm really sorry. I'll show a picture. But pretty much, we're going to be investigating him because we all want answers. He's such a well-done myth. There's a lot of perspectives and a lot of information, so I may even have to do two parts. But pretty much today, I'm going to be gathering notes and information about him and showing clips I've recorded of meeting with him over the past couple of days, and I will try and explain everything I know so far about this myth. Now, this myth is currently in development, and it's pretty much changed every day, and I will explain why soon. But second of all, holy crow, thank you for 15 subscribers. I started this channel at the beginning of the week, and to have 15 subscribers already, if we're going at this rate, my mind is blown. And oh my goodness, I can't even explain how happy it makes me and how appreciative I am of you all when I scroll down to those comments and I see so much positive things and requests. It shows that you're interested and into it. I love all the comments. Oh my god, they're so amazing. Thank you so much. It's really crazy. And a final announcement before we get into this very informative video. I will be accepting fan art. So you see how in my intro and outro and in some clips of the video, I show art. Now this art has been made by me, and I do not have the best artistic ability. It's okay. But pretty much, if you do want to make fan art, you can reach me on my Discord, sugarpaws with a capital S, all one word. I might put it in the description, but pretty much DM me your fan art, and I will give you a shout out on whatever social media shout out you want, and I will put your art in my intro or outro. So thank you all if you do that. I mentioned it on the RMH Discord as well, and we're just going to see how it goes. But yes, also, as I said before, it's going to be a bit of a different video, mostly all a voiceover with showing some clips as I explain different concepts, because this is a good put-together myth. Also, it's not just JugglyJinks in this myth, there is an entire family involved, and I will try my best I can to explain it, because I know you all want answers, so let's get right into it. Okay, so I've gathered my information, and I have decided to make this video 2 parts, and that's because there is so much information, and there are so many things that change, that it can't all be crammed into one video. So for now, I'm going to go into detailed explanation for the first half of information I have. So the following clips are from around 2 to 3 days ago, so they're older. And then in the next part, we will have more recent clips from like a day or 2 ago. But anyway, let's get right into this. So we start off with the basic information, and that is that JugglyJinks is the uncle of Nathan Hertz. So first of all, then we get a tour of the house. It's a pretty normal, decent house, and it does later get updated. I will explain that all in the next part. He then shows me a shed, and then he shows me a grave of Samantha, which someone tells me is Juggly's wife, who unfortunately passed away, and we don't know how yet. Also going to get to that. We are then discovered that there are tunnels, and Juggly actually has the key to open up to the tunnels. So we go inside, and there is a very long hallway with a barrier at the end. And so we don't really know how to get past the barrier, but once we go near it, it teleports us to a game called Voices. So it says that JugglyJinks comes in occasionally to this place, but he can never remember when he comes out. And then he starts developing the theory it's like he died. So Nathan then private chats me that he did die, and I'm like, Okay. We then go to In the Past, which shows the past of Juggly. He wants to go there to decide what is happening with this entire Voices game. So our first panel in the game is a young boy being watched by some creature. Our next frame comes to a car crash, like a horrific one. And in the next panel, we have a creature, like a black and white creature that we saw watching the kid earlier. And we see like a shadowy type of figure. And the shadow, which Juggly explains to us, is a shadow figure. And pretty much, a shadow figure is like a parasite. So it can like latch onto your soul and it can turn you into a shadow figure, which is what I think is what it means. And then he explains that there's another type called shadow creatures, and shadow creatures are like animals. I still haven't made that much conclusions. I don't really have enough information on that. But continuing, he then comes to the theory that Samantha was taken over and killed in the car crash. And then he makes the realization that he must have also died in the car crash. And he kind of freaks out. So we do go back home and he doesn't really feel good. So we pretty much end it there. Later in that day, I go back with Nathan to the tunnels. And the tunnels have changed. The tunnels have become a lot longer, to the point where we're walking for like 3 minutes straight. We then discover that the tunnels connect to Jug's old home in a note. And the old home and the tunnels are filled with creatures, possible shadow figures or creatures, which I am realizing now. Then we figure out in the note that Jug is also lost, or has been lost since 1934, and is talking to Nathan in the note. We then continue further, and on one end of these tunnels is a barrier with a broken table. I'm still not sure what that means. And then on the other end, we have a wood barrier. And after that, we leave because we're not sure how to get past any of the barriers. Later, me and Sitkins, which was my subscriber who suggested the entire myth to me, follows me into game and we go back to the tunnels. So pretty much, he knew that the code to the shed instead of using a key was Nathan. So we get into the shed using the code Nathan. And this is when it starts to click in our head that maybe barriers and certain things can be activated by code words. So in a future update, there is a note on the house wall telling Nathan not to be afraid of the tunnels. So we continue and we go back to that area with the wood barrier, because that looks like something that would have a code. We pretty much are randomly guessing words, and we guess the word, and the code to the wood barrier is lost. We then enter like another slim hallway surrounded by wood walls, and at the end of it is a table, like a put-together table, not a broken table, with just a blank paper. So we think it's another note, and because I'm on mobile, I don't want to touch the note, so I tell him what it says, and he says that the note is just completely blank. Okay, so nothing on the note yet. Also, future update, once again, gets updated, and I will be explaining and coming to all my conclusions later. Finally, Sitkins is going along the walls, and he discovers a secret room through one of the wood walls, and pretty much all that's in it is a room with a table and a family logo with a smile on it. There's not much I can draw conclusions from this. There is a supernatural side, 100%. I'm not going to be discussing theories or questions or facts until the myth is complete. Or at least I won't be starting to discuss full-on my theories until part 2 at the very least. But pretty much, it's kind of short. It's a lot to take in. But I will see you in the outro. Outro time. So, I don't have a whole lot to say, except, first of all, happy holidays, and I hope you all had a great time. And secondly, thank you all so much, once again, for 15 subs, and for all your nice comments. They're absolutely amazing. Same announcement with the fan art. You can DM me fan art, and I will put it in the outro or intro, and I can give a shout out. And yes, there will be a part 2 coming, probably tomorrow, and it will cover the rest of the information on this myth because it is so good and it is so interesting, and I love investigating it. Another quick thing, I get so many recommendations of myths to check out, and I love that so much, and I'm going to try and get as much of them done as possible. So once again, in the comments below, you can discuss feedback on my channel or on the myth, or thoughts or theories, all down below. I'm not sharing any personal theories with this myth quite yet because the story is not complete, but we can still talk about it. That is pretty much all, and I hope you all have an amazing and ghostly day. Bye!